Hi everyone, I'm your lovely host back at you, and welcome back to Sepia Tears. I think that's how you say the game's name. I can't remember what we did last time. It's been a while since I last played it a little bit, but I think the main thing I remember is there was this weird or mysterious girl, and I guess we're probably just trying to figure her out, or just living day by day doing a regular life, but at the same time knowing that something is like weird or not normal. I can't shake the feeling that something was off about her today. Maybe I'm imagining things thanks to that voice in my head, but she almost seemed as tense as me. Sigh. I better head back before Ren starts sparring. I turn to walk home, but Mark. Okay, that's it. The world just isn't normal today. Mark. I'm getting to the bottom of this. And he's going on a dot 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 phase. I walk for a few seconds and pretend not to notice before spinning around. She's really pretty though. Is she trying to become real? Not a ghost. It's a girl. Obviously, it's a girl. She stands out, long purple hair and a red ribbon swaying in the breeze. She reappears in an alleyway to my left, and I see her lips move. I'm gonna assume that she's saying, "Follow me." Is it gonna be like the song, "Follow me, whoa yeah, rolling around at the speed of sound. I got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around." I'm just getting the minute as up toward her. She points to her right. It's the road that leads back to my school. I look back at her, or at least I would have had she not already disappeared. That arrogant. Alright, now she's really done. I'll run through this town all night if I have to. You're messing with the wrong guy. Before I realize it, the sky darkens and clouds drift in. From time to time, I catch a glimpse of something white out of the corner of my eye, but it disappears before I can identify it. She's deliberately dashing through the side streets, and she always seems to be exactly one street ahead. I gasp for breath as I reach the school building. The girl stands daintily at its entrance. You, stop. Was she smirking? She grins and runs inside. She has a graceful quality about her. I say run, but it's more like she's gliding. Of course, that's not going to stop me. Is there like intense music playing in the background? Catch a glimpse of her feet at the bottom of the staircase. The left hall, you're running out of places to run. Well, if she's a ghost, she can turn see-through, and also she can probably go through walls. So she can probably hide in a wall if she really wanted to. Stairs again? No, wait, these are the stairs to the roof. Why is the door unlocked in the first place? No matter, it's over now. The sky turned black before I realized it. Snow drifts cautiously down. The last piece of the puzzle falls into place. The purple-haired girl, the snow, the black sky. I saw it all in my dream. She's so cute. The girl looks at me from the edge of the roof. Thank you for following me, Mark. Oh, how many things should I be yelling at her for right now? But I can't. My mind isn't functioning like it should. Scattered images from a time I'd rather forget flash through it. First of all, let me apologize for luring you out like this. It was the only way I could talk to you alone. She steps closer. Of all the things I want to say, only one line comes out. Who are you? It'd be cool if, like, I'm thinking of this like a Japanese, like, I think it'd be like, Dare, Anato wa desu ka? Or something like that, I don't know. Don't worry yourself over minor details like that, you'll remember me soon enough. Soon enough? What kind of vague hint is that? The past will fall into place eventually, it has a habit of doing that. So am I gonna play through the past? Or the present-ish? Or the future? She pauses and looks up at the sky. The snow collects on her hair. You might not remember me yet, but I remember you. I've been waiting to see you for a long, long time. She points her eyes at me and I can't look away. Will you help me, Mark? Will you accompany me long enough for you to recover your memories? That's a strange request. My thoughts vanish. I nod unthinkingly. I will, but you owe me something first. Tell me your name. Feel our warmth before we even touch. She walks up to me and she pauses an inch away, breath turning to mist. Mira. That's a pretty name. I hear her name and her ribbon flutters before me. The memories haunt me. I've seen her, seen this, but cold breeze strikes me as she steps back. I'll visit you someday soon. In the meantime, if you ever need me, come to this rooftop by yourself when the sky turns black. If you call out to me, I'll come to you. That's weird. What, are you a vampire? Maybe. Well, a ghost. She smiles faintly. I'll leave that up to you. One by one, her footsteps grow distant. Well then, goodbye. Is he about to say Mira? Because normally it's like a capital M. Is he gonna call her my sweetheart? Oh wait, it was her that said that? Ooh, her final words are lost as she steps off the edge of the roof. Am I her boyfriend, or am I her lover, or sweetheart, or friend, or brother? I don't think I'm her brother. That'd be weird. Wait, steps off the edge. What the? I dash to the edge of the roof as fast as I can and look down. But there's nothing. Not even a footprint on the freshly fallen snow. My head is spinning. I don't want to think. I don't want to think. I don't want to. I got it. You don't want to think. It's there, and it keeps coming back. I see her and... What was it she called herself? The person I wish I never met? Is she here to haunt me? But then why do I feel so? The girl in the sunset watches me. Like a figure in a faded photograph, she watches me. Like a portrait, like yourself in a house of mirrors watching, always watching. Oh, Mira's figure dances through my mind, trapping me somewhere between curiosity and awe. It's the beginning of winter. As the snow dusts the city streets, I can't help imagining that her footprints will turn up very, very soon. Day 2, winter strolls. Darkness, the blackness is thick mud-like. I look around me, but it's clear that I'm the only one here. But there should be another. She might enjoy hide and seek, but I have a hunch that she isn't very good at it. My heart races alongside my feet. What's going on? My body feels light. Just a little more, she's close, I know it. The song, I know I've heard it before, but where? And he screeches. I'm kidding. Or he just goes like, Ren, I'm warning you, if that song continues for another minute, I'll... Who the heck leaves their ringtone on max on a Saturday morning? Sigh. Next thing I hear is the sound of rushing water as I prepare for the morning. There's something odd about the lucidity of that dream. 2 days in a row, too. Are you sure it's just a dream? It could be real. Unless this is Mira's doing somehow. So, no, this can't be anything more than a coincidence. I'll approach it logically. No, don't do that. That's never fun. For one thing, I never did figure out how she disappeared from the roof. She couldn't have jumped to the ground from the distance, much less without a single footprint. There was a soft noise after she jumped, but that was it. Maybe she jumped onto a balcony or something, but then where did she vanish to? Although the real question is, why would anyone do that to begin with? She knew that what school I went to, too. Does she know where I live? She somehow knew what route I took home. But if she knows me, why do I not recognize her? No, this is all wrong. The dream doesn't make sense, none of this makes sense. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I'm kidding, just, I think what's the rest of it go like? Tell us it all. I'm kidding. If she wants to dig up my memory, she'll have to try harder than that. Alright then, breakfast. I'm up before Ren for once. This is more of a rare occurrence than it should be. Morning, Oni-chan. I glare at her. She stops. She was that one of your friends calling this morning? Yeah, sort of. I told her to call last night, but she missed me, so she scratches the back of her head and gives her best oops sorry look. You know, that ringtone of yours woke me up this morning. Really? Sorry. What about the parents? Do they have parents? That's not bad for a fake blush, but it's not superb. 6 out of 10. Did I mention that I was having a nice dream when I was so rudely awoken? Oh, were you dreaming about Lillian? Of course not. I slam the coffee mug down, but it doesn't earn as much as a flinch. Instead? Oh, so you weren't dreaming about her then. What are you complaining about? By the way, you're going to Luca's place to study today, right? The tables have turned. Perhaps. Oh, okay. You were going to fail your exams and repeat the year with me in your class then. Well then, you know what you have to do. It's cold. Mark, I'm the one who should be saying that it's freezing. Neither of us are willing to step into the attack range of the icy wind. Are you sure you want to go through with this? It's not like we're actually going to study. I know, but he got the new couple Axel game, don't you understand? Lol. What the hell is a I can't say words today. I can't ever say words any day. I just realized that couple Axel. It's a cheap Japanese style censorship. They'll never guess what we're really talking about. And who exactly is they? You know, them. Oh, lol. I think they broke the fourth wall. No one's listening. Although with me around, I can't be so sure. Ren and I walk over to Luca's place without any mishaps, plus or minus a few frozen fingers. Not figures. Oh, I hope he turns the heat on. I can't play with when my fingers are cold. Don't worry, I'm sure he's comfortable, huddled up in front of his computer. You'll see. Ding dong. The bell rings and no one answers. What? Or be like this, Nani? Nandito. Nani kore? I'm kidding. That's odd. I just called and he said he would be here. I'm gonna freeze to death out here. Aren't you at least a little worried that I'll freeze to death as well? She was like, oh, you're my brother. No one cares. Oh, Mark, how silly. You know I'll be gone before you. That's not the response I was looking for. Well, it looks like there's only one thing we can do. Ren glares mischievously at the front door. I have a bad feeling about this. 1, 2, bam. I'm kidding. What's this? A heavenly silhouette has come to harvest my soul already. Life is what it is, I suppose. Goodbye, cruel world. Peer. Is this supposed to be like Nico? Peter. I don't know how to sound cool by saying that. Ouch, what just happened? Greeted by Ren's worried face. Alright, that's enough. I'm alive already. No need to curse me further. That was dangerous, don't you know? That you shouldn't lunge at someone's feet with your temple. Someone could have gotten hurt. Someone. Her eyes do seem a little teary, though. Ren, just so you know, it isn't polite to charge into other people's front doors without permission. Oh, I am sorry. She's so desperate for that game. This makes me pulsing in my head a tad more bearable. Or maybe that's just the cold. Ah, look, there he is. Hey. Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to run out and grab some things for lunch. Did I keep you waiting long? Does he have parents too, or does he not have parents either? No one has parents in this game. I always don't ever understand that, like in animes and then certain games, you're like, where are their parents? You'd think they have parents, but they don't. He looks around, like they live by themselves already in an apartment. I'm like, how do you afford that? You don't even have a part-time job. There's an indention in the snow scattered around his walkway. Brennan is leaning on her left foot because her right is sore from the impact. And I'm too dizzy to tell what's happening. He looks from the indention to Ren to my head, then back to the indention. Then he shrugs and locks the door. Grab whatever you want to eat. I'll meet you in my room in a few minutes. I start to thaw as we step inside. I feel like they're doing like a pose. Ooh, we got the new Choco and Ice book. Guess her guilt's worn off already. She scampers into Luca's room and begins snooping around. I'm surrounded by 2D girls. That actually looks like Faye. Like that legit looks like Faye Night almost. Or that girl right there, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The pictures are kind of blurry for me to like even tell at the moment. This is heaven. Literally heaven. Is it heaven's lost property then? I escape from Ren before my soul gets sucked out of me. In the middle of the mess, it's a cluttered desk with a glowing monitor. So he left his computer on and unguarded, I see. Mark, I admit that I'm curious, but am I that curious? Ooh. I wanna save. Yeah. In case I die. I'm not even close. I'm pretty damn curious. Let's do this. I reach for the mouse and clear the screensaver with a daring poke. Mark. Is that like a visual novel character? That's slightly disappointing, actually. He's just enjoying his regular dose of... Oni-chan, have you finally given in to your temptations? Uh-oh. I knew it was only a matter of time. Okay, alright, I've got this. I'll take a deep breath and try to think of an excuse. This isn't the time to be taking deep breaths. Don't think, just talk. I was just... Correction, don't think, just say something coherent. Really? There's no need to be shy. We both knew it would happen someday. It's not what it looks like, I swear. The computer was like this when I got here. It's okay, Mark. It's normal to be curious. Will I regret asking precisely what you mean by curious? Well, you know, from looking at the screen, it's clear that they're about to... I see you finally fallen, Mark. Lol. Was he laughing like as in a bad guy laugh? Like, I'm kidding. Every time he laughs like that, he does it for a reason. If he ever wants to borrow anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always willing to aid the unenlightened in their journey to paradise. Luca's used a dark invitation. It's super effective. Oh, did I actually get hurt? I fainted along with my reputation. Oh, cool, I got an achievement though. I took a peek. Well, I guess that's the end of that. Lucas brings us a few glasses of water and sits down. And I like the Pokemon reference they made, and I actually die. I would ask why he only has water when he just came back from the grocery store, but he probably has other uses for his money. I don't know, he looks intense. It's art, not porn. I didn't say it was. So have you guys decided what you want to do? We can always take turns beating Mark in that new fighting game. Sounds like a plan. Don't I get a say in any of this? It's been a while. Remember when Ren and I used to come over here all the time, doing nothing but sitting around and chatting over some video games? That's strange. Part of me feels like those days have vanished. Are they gone forever? That can be. But even if we were doing the same old things, I can't help but glance out the window from time to time. Mostly when my chest tightens. Aw, Mark, you're blushing. I'm not. Right, 3 years ago. It's alright, I'm not teasing you. It's alright, I'm not teasing you, well, maybe just a little. It's strange. I was different back then, but she's hardly changed at all. Cut it out already, I'm not in the mood. Of course you'd say that. Maybe so, but that doesn't make it any less true. Don't you have anything to do? Not really, unless you count homework. You've been on the computer all day, haven't you? I noticed you didn't end that sentence with a question mark. But school is boring. Besides, it's not like you're doing anything other than moping around. I told you I'm not. Your expression stops me in my tracks. I'm going upstairs, leave me alone. Ooh, I saw Nemo. Fine. I'll just bother you again tomorrow. I turn to leave, but I feel her eyes on my back. I walk away. That was me. It's real. Was that really how I felt back then? It all seems to have faded over time, or maybe I just got numb. But that's no excuse to ever murder her like that. I'm sure she knows she's not that dense. Someday I owe her a nice long talk. I want her to know that I care about her. I don't care about you anymore, Mark. Lol, that's funny. She's crying. I guess I beat her. Did I win? You won. Huh? Who'd have thought? Grr, just you wait. I'll have my revenge next time. You say that every time. Fine then. Again, I'll try again. Sigh. We're going to be here for a while, aren't we? By the time we left, our final score was 7-2 for her. Oh, Nii-chan, stop thinking so much. It's bad for your complexion. What? Oh, I guess we're already on the train. Complexion aside, yeah, I guess you're right. Right about what? The fact that you should stop thinking about Lillian? How can you say that with a straight face? Years of practice. Anyway, that's not what I was thinking about. Yeah, I kind of forgot who Lillian is. I see. Then were you thinking of a way to admit to Luca that you want to borrow one of his games? Let's just say that I've had a lot to think about lately. I think that's sufficiently vague and truthful. Yeah, figures. Her voice trails off as she sinks into the background. If that doesn't say out of character, I don't know what does. You okay, Ren? Huh, of course I'm fine. You're the one I was worried about. Did you just say you were? Haha, that's funny. No, you're not actually mad, are you? Of course I'm mad. Doesn't the pot's vein make it obvious? Lol. Sorry. It's just so rare that I get a chance to tease you. Does it count as teasing when you're cheating? Lol, how exactly am I cheating? I haven't figured that out yet. Seriously, I try to mess with you by snapping you out of your daydream, and this is what I get? Not bad, I admit, that was a good play. Wait, so this was all a plan to mess with my head? I wasn't actually worried about you or anything, I just didn't want you to fall asleep on some poor girl's shoulder. Guess I shouldn't remind her that I'm standing, not sitting. That aside, what made you think there was a reason to be worried? Well, you've been zoning out a lot lately, and you were gazing out the window like an actor in a soap opera, and you've been distant lately. That's all. Perceptive. Sorry. Oh no, it's no big deal. You have your own life, and I know there are things you wouldn't tell me about. Don't say it like that. It won't be long. Alright, there's something I need to sort out. That's all. The train screeches to a halt at our destination. Ren grins as she pulls Luca's off his gaming device, but I can tell it's a thin coat of paint. It's uncomfortably cold. Not bitterly cold, but uncomfortably just cold enough to make you wish you brought gloves when your breath is barely visible. It's the late fall equivalent of those drizzly days when you can't quite decide it's worth taking out your umbrella. It's nostalgic, my bad. I pace back and forth to clear my mind, but it doesn't work. It's been years since I've seen him, years. Should be excited, but something feels off. Gosh, it's cold. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Was he supposed to be the star of the football team and emotional wreck, just another guy? There's ways he's forgotten everything that happened. I was struck with the strangest feeling when I talked to him the other day. He was mesmerized, of course, but his eyes were empty. It was like staring through frosty glass, virtual... Can't say that word. But I can't lose focus, yeah. I just wish I could shake the feeling that he isn't who he used to be. I guess 3 years is a long time. Let's see here. What year is it right now? 2017. Subtract 3 from that. Yeah, I was just starting college then, so yeah, 3 years is a long time. To be honest with you, you can change quite a bit just even in a short amount of time, so, but 3 years definitely, you probably have changed a little. Mark, look, we're finally here. Where were we going again? The what? Feel free to browse. Everyone new customers are always appreciated. I think that's a character from something, and I think the same thing for her, but I'm not really sure right now at the moment. Like, she's wearing a kimono dress or maiden shrine outfit, and this one actually looks like, I feel like I've seen her like for that Higurashi thing. No, not Higurashi, it was a some other anime that's a visual novel that I can't remember the name of at the moment. Nipa, and there's a heart. Yes, yes, you'll be amazed. We have an endless amount of products. It's time. It's time. Maybe it's Higurashi? I don't know. There's like some other... Oh, Neko? Maybe it's that one. There's some other one. I don't remember. The Golden Land awaits us. Just so I'm clear, this is a store, right? Well, yes. Okay, just checking. Well then, I don't really want to ditch them, but when I consider the possibility of what's behind those doors... I'm actually just gonna, like, save right there, and I'll continue from next time, so see you later, guys. Bye.